Alex, what inspired you to merge the worlds of perfume and chess in mind games?
That's a great question. So the connections between the two world of perfumery and the art of the game, in short, is connecting the idea of thinking in quite delicate and very step-by-step process of combining pieces to create a move, and eventually in the game of chess to capture the opponent's king. In the world of perfumery, you normally have in a laboratory close to 30,000 different ingredients. And the way a perfumer thinks in how to first envision an olfactive category and then fine tune that to a very particular fragrance, it's something that doesn't exist, and he or she has to envision that. And using the 30,000 ingredients in a lab in a very delicate and very step-by-step process, creating that vision to become a tangible idea, there are similarities in terms of thinking and in terms of the working process. And we wanted to bring an unfamiliar concept, which is the art of perfume making, which a lot of people are not familiar with, and introduce it to general public through a concept that they are very familiar with, which is the game of chess.
Two collections that can be collected.
Yeah.
And each inspired by different chess pieces and their unique personalities, correct?
Definitely. Yeah, absolutely. So every piece that you end up, when you buy a fragrance, the cap represents a piece on the board. And eventually, if you bought our two collections, you can play chess, using either chessboards that we provide in our candle sets or your own chessboard. Fragrance and its cap represent a piece on the board. If you step back, the idea of coming up with a name of every fragrance, it also ties back to the piece that it represents, the cap. So for instance, castling is one of the references from our artisan collection. And as you know, castling is a move that is made with the rook, and therefore it has the rook cap, and it's called castling. And the same goes with some of the pawns and the names on the pawns. One that maybe some people are familiar with is queening, and queening is when a pawn gets promoted to the queen. And we have a reference in the Soulmate collection that it's called queening. So everything at the end ties back to the game of chess.
It's beautiful.
Okay.
And the Perfume Extraordinaire stands out as something truly unique.
Yeah.
Can you tell us why?
One of the pillars of our brand is to be super transparent, and not only is a brand that creates a platform for perfumers to shine and to speak to end consumers about their creation, we also want to provide a little bit of a glimpse, a little window into a perfumer's workshop. And by creating Perfumer Extraordinaire, we have a very slight introductory into what a perfumer does. And we included raw ingredients that are very precious and very important to each of the fragrances inside the box. So if you are a customer and you end up buying, for example, Mentor, which, two of the key ingredients in this fragrance are Boya Wood and also amber. So we feel these are very special ingredients. And through Perfumer Extraordinaire, we provide a little bit of those raw materials so the customers can almost have a little at-home training session of their own before they actually use the fragrance. So we use incredible raw materials that are super rare and hard to find.
That's what I wanted to say, that you use super precious raw materials in your fragrances.
Definitely. And it's, one very important point about Perfumer Extraordinaire and the entire brand is that we normally don't set any limits into using very precious raw ingredients for the perfumers. And perfumers, they love working with ingredients that they normally cannot use because, normally the brands give them a budget and they cannot use everything that they
Too
want.
expensive.
Too expensive. So with mind games, they all feel like, they're a kid in a candy shop and, they can buy whatever they want and they can use whichever they want. So this gives a true freedom to the perfumers to express themselves in many ways, in artistically, creatively, take risk, push the boundaries of innovation, and I think Mind Games truly is that platform where they can shine and speak to the world through the platform of Mind Games and its distribution that we have to date so far. So it's uh, it's an honor for us to have the ability to really showcase the perfumers.
Thank you. And it's an honor for us to have you here.
Thank you.
Thank
Thanks
you.
very much.